Hey YouTube, it's Luke. I'm the RCMD. Today I'm here with the Blackjack 29 by ProBoat. This is a boat I've been real excited about getting. I've been big into boats this summer, getting a lot of them, trying a lot of them, souping some of them up. This is one that I've really been waiting for, and the anticipation was worth it. I've got a lot to tell you about here. If you're thinking of purchasing this boat, you're going to want to follow through with this video. Alright, for starters, let's just talk about the radio system. The Spectrum radio system is great. It's got dual antennas, one of which comes out of the boat, one goes through the hull. Never lost reception. Had a great time running it. This pistol grip transmitter is more than comfortable. It's beautiful looking. The wheel's in a perfect spot. I love it. I love it. This has been the best ready to run transmitter system I've ever received with a boat, so I'm very impressed by that. Number two, the ProBoat construction is fiberglass, so a lot of hulls are ABS, you know, with some of the other boat manufacturers out there. This is an all fiberglass hull. It is a little bit heavier, however, it is very rigid. It's very nice. I don't have much to complain about. I actually had a huge accident with this boat. I hit the rocks on the bank. There was a huge pile of rocks. I smashed into them at all of 40 miles an hour. I took a little chunk out of the fiberglass. I just put some 2-part epoxy in there to fix it up, and it's good to go. So this stuff's easy to repair. It obviously doesn't take on too much damage. If that would have been an accident with plastic, would have had a big issue. So we'll jump right into it here. I am running this boat with two 4-cell Venom 5600 milliamp hour batteries. These are 60C discharge rate. They're ROAR approved. The reason I chose those, number one, was for the high discharge rate. I plan on upgrading the motor into a Leopard motor eventually. And 5600 milliamp hours is great run time. So I'm very excited about that. These packs are also hard cases and they're sealed. So, you know, if the boat gets filled up with water, you don't have to worry about water getting in the cells or in the batteries. Not that it's a huge issue typically, but it's just something that I think about, and, you know, I feel a little bit better about it. So the canopy on this is very nice. It's actually held on, let me show you, there's a little pin in the front right here. This pin simply slides in, and there's two magnets in the back. It magnetically clips down to the back of the boat, and then there's a latch that you can latch. I have only had this canopy come off one time in that accident I was telling you about hitting the rocks. So I flipped it at 50 miles an hour. The canopy stays on, it stays waterproof, it's great. Now, one thing that's amazing about this boat and is going to keep me buying Pro Boats is the fact that there's a Canopy Seal underneath the canopy. This is what it looks like here, if I can just show you. It's just a smoked piece of plastic. Mine has a cut down through the center of it and some glue. I'll explain that to you in a minute here. But basically, this looks like a Tupperware lid. It clips right on in here. You put the canopy right over top of it, and then even if it does flip upside down, not a drop of water gets in the boat. This has been great. I haven't had any water in this boat whatsoever. It's awesome. So ProBoat definitely did the right thing by creating this Canopy Seal. Was really glad to see that. Obviously, the style of the boat is awesome. It looks great. The hull design on the bottom, it performs really well. You know, the weight is balanced accurately. It comes up onto plane quickly and easily. You know, I haven't had too much trouble with tuning it. It's been very easy. It came with a nice stainless prop in the back right here. One thing I did is I took the prop nut off and I put a tapered prop nut on. I'm just a bigger fan of those. I feel like in my head it gives me a little bit more of an accurate thrust out of the back, but that's not really true. The other thing is that I was concerned because I have the Traxxas Spartan. It had cooling issues for me, so I had to put a 2-pickup rudder on there. This cooling system does very well, at least on 4-cell. Now this boat is capable of handling 6-cell. I have run it once on 6-cell for a short period of time. Honestly, with 4 cells with a high discharge rate, it's more than enough. It's a lot of fun. It's really fast. You know, you don't really need 6-cell unless you have a huge body of water or you just want to get crazy with it. So if I wind up switching the motor over to a Leopard motor, I am going to run 6-cell just because of the nature of how fast it'll be. But the rudder assembly, everything on here is made out of stainless. It's very well built. You know, the push rod for the rudder is nice. The back of the hull is sealed really well. Like I said before, I haven't even gotten a drop of water in this thing. You know, another little bash on the Traxxas here. There's a seal at the bottom of the hull. Granted, it's a V-hull. There's a seal there, and that tends to leak water. I don't have any issues with this leaking whatsoever. So very happy about that. Now the ESC that comes in here is a nice 80 amp 6-cell ESC. It does have a switch to turn it on and off, and it also has a switch to switch from nickel metal to lipo. So that's kind of a cool feature as well. It does come with a programming card, so you can set up throttle reversing. You can set up, they have a stop or a brake as they call it. As soon as you let off the throttle, it stops the boat so it doesn't keep going. It's really easy to program. It's a really nice feature. So the motor that's in here is very well paired. I've had great success with it. It's very fast. It's a dynamite motor. The water cooling jacket doesn't leak. It does an efficient job of keeping things cool. I've been very excited about this. Everything is easy to access. You know, the batteries are easy to get in and out. It does come with some Velcro that you can put on your batteries to hold it down inside there. I guess overall I don't really have too much to talk about except how excited I am about the construction of this boat, the quality of the boat, the nice features, and the convenience. It's fast. It's real fast, especially on 4-cell. 6-cell is just wild. But real quick, just check this out real fast. This is on 4-cell power. Alright guys, as you can see, it's really wild. It's a very nice boat. It's easy to control. I rarely have it flip over. If it's real choppy, you know, the one side of the hull will catch and flip over. One upgrade I'm about to make, I just ordered, they make a dual rudder conversion kit for this. All it does is simply bolt a second rudder identical to this one on the back and give you a little tie rod there to control both rudders. I'm going to do that so that it turns a little better to the left as well as the right. It turns okay left, but as most race boats, especially cats, they turn better to the right. So my dual rudder system is going to help out with this. The other thing is I'm going to run 2 cooling lines, one dedicated to the ESC and one dedicated to the motor. When I start running 6L and some hotter motors in this, it's going to make a huge difference. So I'm excited about that. But overall, if you're thinking about this boat, I know they run just slightly over 400. Right now, they've got some good specials on eBay. Sometimes they'll throw in a couple lipos. I know they have the Impulse on eBay right now with 2 free lipos for $3.99. That's an unbeatable deal. I bought mine from Horizon Hobby. They had a little Father's Day special. The code was 10% off, so I chose to order it from Horizon Hobby. Horizon Hobby had quick shipping. I was very surprised about that. Some other places take a little bit longer. So you got to watch out for the codes. They're not as easily accessible. Sometimes you got to Google and, you know, catch it at the right time. Sometimes, like, they just had a 4th of July one that was available. So either way, I'm very happy with my purchase. I'm very happy with Horizon Hobby and especially Pro Boat. This is a great boat. Go ahead and pull the trigger. I give you a thumbs up, A+, no complaints about this boat whatsoever. Make sure you pair batteries well. I would stay away from a 20 or 25C discharge. Definitely go with a higher discharge. But if you guys have any other questions, just let me know. I'll be glad to answer them for you. As always, please subscribe to my channel. Lots more information on the way, all the newest products and things. I try to get my hands on them as soon as I can. So let me know if you need anything. Thanks again for watching.